Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are watching the Vampire Diaries. This is episode 11 of season 6. Hopefully guys are enjoying the series so far. Yo, this new family that's been introduced, Kai, Liv, Luke, Joe, so interesting, honestly. The way we ended last episode was really good as well. You know, Damon and ELENA are getting closer together, man. They actually are getting closer. They're doing research on how to get Bonnie back. And obviously, since ELENA decided that she wants to get her memories back, she's been spending a lot of time with Damon. She's trying to figure out why she liked him in the first place, and they are actually getting really close together. He invited her around so they can have a chat, and she come to the door. She knocked on, knock, opened it. He was like, hello, is anybody there? Even though we could see ELENA was blatantly stood there. I thought he was joking. He wasn't, mate. Kai has turned around, put a cloaking spell on her, and then absolutely smacked her, mate, with like a tire iron. Literally took her well out as well. It was a good whack. And I swear, Kai is so interesting. The reason why he's able to do that, put the cloaking spell on, is because last episode we learned that if you want to take somebody out, you do it when the iron is hot. Literally, when the iron's hot, you strike. Yeah, we've seen it with Matt and Enzo. Matt wanted to kill Enzo. Jeremy helped him, shoot him, got him down on the floor, but Matt didn't want to finish him off. Oh, I've got my own plans, yeah. Wanted to throw him in a van and just drive him across the border and kill him that way. What is the point, Matt? So what actually happened is, we'll get back to that. So he wanted to do that. They had Enzo as well. They took him out. I mean, they had Kai. They took him out. He was down. They could have finished him off. Nope. They decided to tie him up. And then what he done, he was smart. He realised that there's a barrier over Mystic Falls. Put his hands in the earth, absolutely absorbed all of the powers the Traveller's left. It's inside of him. He's so strong. He melted the chains that was on his arm. He got up, literally smashed everyone around, floated them all over, and then went on his merry way to cause absolute chaos. He's crazy. The guy's amazing. He's literally like so different to what you would expect a villain to be. He's like, you watch him in some scenes when he's not being a bad guy, and you're like, he seems so happy and so like so nice, and then he can instantly bam turn into the mad guy villain, which I absolutely love. And Joe, she thinks that she can challenge him. You know, she's got to go ahead with the merger, and she thinks that she's strong enough to take Kai, but obviously he's got all his powers now, so what's actually going to happen? And like I was saying, obviously with the Matt situation, Kai got his powers. He's took the barrier down from Mystic Falls. That's the reason why ELENA and Damon was at ELENA and Damon's house, because they can go back there now. Matt, he tried to drive Enzo through the barrier. Thought it was going to burn. Turns out it didn't. Enzo was lucky, you know. Kai actually absorbing these powers helped him. He turned around, he grabbed Matt by the neck and was like, it's a Christmas miracle. Threw Matt in the back of the car, and he was saying that, you know, he actually hates Stefan. Everything about him, you know, well, this is Enzo's point of view. I'm not saying it's mine, but he's saying like Stefan's a bad guy. He kills people, he does things, he treats people like shit. You know, he still gets the people. He treated Caroline badly, yet Caroline is the person that he's getting closer to, and they're possibly going to go out with Enzo. He's jealous now. You know, you can understand Enzo's side of it, but I don't know. It's a tough one. It actually is a tough one with the Enzo and Stefan situation. One of them's going to die, possibly. It will most likely be Enzo, but it's interesting because with Stefan and Caroline, Liz, she's got cancer. She's dying. It's progressing rapid. It's literally like she's in hospital. She like collapsed or had, you know, I don't know what. She collapsed. She was in there. She was on the medical machines. You know, ELENA compelled the doctors to say, you know, what's going on. They were saying, look, she's got cancer. She's new for a while. It's been spreading. It's incurable. And she hadn't told anyone because she's a fighter. She don't want to get Caroline worried. Now Caroline was like, mate, we're just going there, give her some vampire blood. Stefan was like, this is something that vampire blood doesn't cure. And I was like, wow, that's the first time I think that I am aware of that vampire blood actually hasn't had the ability to cure something. So that is well interesting. And then obviously Bonnie's still in Kai's hell. She was spending Christmas on her own, and it wasn't even Christmas, was it? It was just another sunny day. She ended up burning a tree. So that's where we're at. Interesting stuff, mate. Really interesting. Can't wait to watch today's episode. If you do enjoy it, please smash a like and a button. It really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new. Thank you for clicking on my video. And as always, let's jump into today's episode.
Why am I here? Well, I spent 18 years in abandoned restaurants, and now I'm showing off the fruits of my labor. Sorry, I'm nervous. You look really pretty. I took the spell that was keeping supernaturals out of Mystic Falls, and I absorbed it. It's cool, huh? First I eat magic, cool. And then eventually I lose it, but magic's oozing out of me. It's all over the place. Yeah, you can't come in here. We're closed, and you have an unconscious girl all over your shoulder. I think I broke his spine. I mean, I'm not really sure. Third time I tried the spell, he kind of exploded in blood. If I start to merge with Joe and my gushing fountains of magic turn her into that guy, then I'm not gonna have a twin for the merge. I need to get my magic under control. After the manager finally stopped thrashing around, I finally managed a cloaking spell.
Oh, that.
Table for 3. You had no idea.
Every time I get him in a scene, like, I love it. I've not watched one scene that I've disliked. And like I said, man, when he's talking, he's dead happy. I think it's because he glows. That's what it is, man. Like, the guy's crazy, but he's loving it. He's actually loving it. And, like, because he's loving it, I'm like, come on, guy. And then he does something bad, I'm like, oh, fucking hell, guy. But, like, literally, I'm definitely on his side. I'm not saying that he's a nice person. I'm just saying that I am Team Kai right now. I literally love everything that he's doing. He's sick.
Is that the first thing I want to see in the morning?
Sorry, I forgot you lived here.
Thanks for the coffee.
Hey, where can I get a t-shirt?
Damon's room, upstairs, end of the hall.
It turns out getting back in touch with magic isn't anything like riding a bike. Please tell me that you brought mimosas.
You actually think I'd watch this sober?
Liv has me on a 30-day regimen between now and the next celestial event.
Why does it have to be in the house? Literally going to woods.
Paid extra for this room to be a single. Any word from ELENA?
Oh, I got words. Something came up at the dorm, had to bail. Can we rain check?
Have you at least managed to patch things up with Rick?
Well, baby steps. 1, allow him to turn my house into Hogwarts.
No one matching Kai's description popped up overnight.
What the hell is he doing?
It's a kale smoothie. It's good for DNA cell repair and for slowing cancer. Trying to help here, since apparently modern medicine takes forever.
We are not having this conversation again, sweetheart.
Okay, then what do you want to talk about? How the doctors can't operate? And feel free to jump in with your support here at any time.
Well, in 170 odd years, I've never known an instance where our blood cured cancer.
Now I would like to put my faith in science, which means going home on doctor's orders and waiting for more MRI results.
Damon may be a vile creature, but he has the best clothes.
How's the training going?
Joe's terrible.
Has Luke been giving you crap?
He's been texting, I've been ignoring.
If he finds out you're training Joe...
He won't.
Kept my orchid alive.
I wanted everything to be just the same when you finally came home.
Stefan volunteered to move your entertainment center in here so now you can watch TV from your favorite chair.
It never occurred to anybody to just move my chair, but it's a matter. Ever seen anyone with stage 4 cancer before?
One of the few perks of starting over every few decades.
So if you start the Friends box set now, I'll be back in time for Monica and Chandler's wedding. So I'm gonna go get a second opinion from one of the world's leading experts in grade 4 glioblastoma.
And where is the internet sending you?
Duke.
You know what? Maybe I'll give you a ride. I was thinking
What
of
happened in Duke?
heading
Is
that
that
way
where that girl is
to
there?
check on a friend.
The Salvatore.
Thank you, Stefan.
I will call you every hour on the hour.
I will set my watch by it.
I love you.
Oh, I feel sorry for him, man. Literally, anyone who has cancer, I feel sorry for him. There's nothing he can do about it.
We're in my high school.
Yeah, plenty of restrooms. You know, it's no wonder America got dumb while I was locked up. They're never in school. Anyway, do you mind if I try to turn your blood to acid again? Trying the whole acid blood thing, and I think I burst a few important capillaries in your brain.
Hi, you're melting my ring.
Oh, that's mad. Oh, check that out. Oh, she's lost her ring, mate. Mad.
Take it that ring meant something to you?
Oh, fucking hell. That was sick.
I was distracted.
You're wearing my shirt?
Damon, Kai has me at the high school. I need your help.
Oh, just killed her. He is good, Kai.
Oh, goody. Freshman art. Okay, they can see us right now.
You know what? I'm gonna catch up.
Oncology Center, D4. Come find me.
Okay.
So she can see them one last time before she goes to heaven.
Good stuff.
Oh, fucking hell. I did
What are
not
you
expect
doing
that.
Looking for a little art to decorate my wall?
These are my mom's charts. Really, really need an expert because my mom's doctors are telling her that she's not a candidate for clinical trials. And you're not going to give me any grief on insurance or confidentiality except your honest opinion.
Her doctors are doing everything right. It's a grade 4 tumor.
So you're saying that there's no feasible medical solution?
I have a patient in nearly identical condition. He hasn't responded to any treatment.
Oh, I would test. I'd use him as a test subject, me.
I want to see him.
Oh,
I love how he changed his top.
Nice shirt.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, somebody burned my other one. This is gonna be like an episode of Ricky Lake. I come face to face with my demons and change for the better. I guess I liked my brother Joey. We played Dr. Mario together and he'd always win. One of my favorite memories is when I finally beat him. Of course, my favorite memory is when I finally beat him to death.
A day almost went by where I wasn't roped into saving one of your friends.
Oh, cry me a river.
I'm not going in there. What? If Kai even gets a glimpse of me, I'm dead. Strong enough to do the spell from out here.
Hope you cloak better than you teach.
Oh, mate, are they going to turn Damon invisible?
For you.
Liv! Sorry. I'm busy. No!
Oh, it's always her ruining a day.
I need a plan B.
I need a witch.
I can do it.
There's got to be some other option.
There is.
Let me guess. Jeremy's holding a crossbow.
Anyone have any other ideas?
I was helping them.
They can help themselves. We're not their dancing witch monkeys. You've been wasting your time with Joe. We both know she's never gonna beat him.
You don't get it, do you?
Get what?
You just cloaked me and I couldn't fight it. I know you, Luke. I know you love me. And I know a huge part of you hopes that it's me that makes it through this. It's not a coin toss anymore. If we merge, you win and I die. If you want to pack the books, pack the damn books. I'm not gonna be the one reading them.
Came in to do inventory and found him like this.
Oh, he looks mad
Sorry
in
to bother you
there.
on your day off, Sheriff. 22 hours and 18 minutes. That's how long supernatural beings have been allowed back in Mystic Falls. This is our life again.
It's Mystic Falls. It'll always be Mystic Falls.
Imagine if she actually saves this guy, but then it don't work on her mum. That'd be brutal.
Colin Phelps stabbed her brain with radiation for months. I'd be groggy too if I were on this many painkillers. Next of kin, none. I'm really sorry to hear that too. But you see on my mom's chart, the spot next of kin, that's where my name goes. But you're not going to remember any of this.
Oh, she's just gonna wait in the winds.
If the spell that you're going for is to creep me out, it's working. What are you doing?
Just working on my self-control.
What's he saying?
It's a shame you don't have vampiring. Not Hogwarts in the way.
Because he's looking out for me?
Yes, at the expense of logic and reason.
What do you know? It's working.
I'm guessing you came here to make a demand?
I only came to see what you were up to today. What secret did you need to protect by letting me kill that pitiful con artist? And here we are, Sarah Nelson's photography exhibition. So I'll just go tell Sarah what your name is, and don't. Why don't you want to meet Sarah Nelson?
Did a C-section to save Sarah's life, but I kept that little detail from Damon so that she could live a good life.
Gotta respect it.
Maybe he'll hate me, or maybe he'll realize it was the best thing I could have done for everyone.
Can you just get here? I'm conducting an experiment.
You can keep that piece of art. Photography bores me. I'll withdraw my bid.
Surely this is not the last we've seen of her.
How are you here right now?
Joe's invisibility spell. If you can see us, that means you join the party.
Meter's running on this spell.
The tunnels under the school?
Good call. Well room.
You good?
I'm good.
You said you and Luke were equal in strength.
Well, I lied. My family will hunt me down. They want me to merge.
So go, walk right into your own grave if that's what you want.
Whole thing was a mistake.
This
That's
wasn't a mistake.
Tyler's fighting for her more than she is for herself, kind of. I know she's scared, though.
I called Dad, told him we're out.
I thought you were about following your destiny.
Not if equals killing my sister.
3 people is just a lot more cloaked than 2.
I think, yeah, honestly, before we get into the good stuff, she is not going to have these protected at all. In maybe 1 or 2 minutes, it's going down. What's going to happen? I think like he's going to see her. He might miss Damon and Elena, but I think he's going to physically see her just stood in the school. And then I don't think he wants to attack her though, because, like I said, he wants to figure out how to do the merger properly. He feels like it's too strong for her, and he feels like if he goes up to do the merge, he'll just die, and then he'll never be able to get the powers. So it's going to be interesting, and I'm really intrigued on how he's going to react once he sees all of them just chilling, walking around the school.
Why's your nose bleeding? I have a guess.
There you go.
Magic's hard.
Oh, his cloaks are. His wild.
Where's Elena?
Are we not cloaking people anymore? This was.
Oh, I didn't expect that.
Cloaking spells, illusions.
Oh.
You know, it's all the same wheelhouse.
Oh, yeah. Oh, fucking hell.
Now that I got the kinks worked out, we can actually do this.
Oh, he's shooting him. He needs to double tap. I said it last episode. Kill him.
Come on, baby. Come on.
Smile, Stefan, this is good news. My blood worked, he's totally fine.
Why have I never heard of our blood curing cancer before?
Because vampires don't spend their lives pulling charity shifts at the sick ward. At the very least, just believe that I believe it will work. And take me home to my mom.
What do we always say, mate? Hope is a fucking bitch, mate. We've seen it with Bonnie multiple times, haven't we, recently in this series. She's going to get her hopes up now, Caroline. She's going to go home and either her mum's going to be dead before she gets there, which would be absolutely brutal, or she's going to do this and it's not going to have no effect, and she's going to be stood there thinking, why has it worked on this guy but it's not worked on you, mum? That's what I'm going to say. I need to know the lasting after effects of this guy as well.
What's wrong? Did I not get it?
There must be another splinter still stuck in my heart.
What? No. No.
Anything you need to say. Now's the time.
She's fucking with him.
Seriously?
Shad me on strings there, man.
Perfect timing.
Innit? Shad me on strings then, mate. Trust.
I've never felt more alive.
He's back. I knew he'd never go away.
Her uncle, bloody sociopath, tried to kill me a few times. Succeeded once. Best revenge, patient. That way no one sees it coming until it's too late.
Is he going to buy him and put him in the house?
Be a doll and help me box up these photographs, will you?
I knew it. Playing the long game. I like it, Enzo.
Assuming that I don't get kidnapped before tomorrow, maybe we can try for that dinner.
Ooh, you know, I don't know. I mean, every time we try and go on a date, you get kidnapped, I get sent to a prison world.
Are you gonna keep sulking?
Look how cute he looks there. He actually does.
You know, I think she's gonna get a handle on this.
Joe's not strong enough, Rick. He absorbed a spell the size of Mystic Falls, Rick. Here's to women who make crazy, screwed up decisions and loving them more for it.
She's got to die, Joe. She comes up against him. I would never believe it, me.
I think it's incredibly noble that you've been keeping an eye on her all these years. She's lucky to have you in her life, even if she has no idea. Thank you for coming with me today and for rewiring my mom's speaker system. Not treating me like a crazy person because
getting
I've felt
it.
these past few days.
Yes, Stefan.
So thank you. Wish me luck.
Yes, Stefan. He didn't push it. It was just like perfect. It was just like a bit of affection, slow burner.
Thanks for staying with her, Matt.
Anytime.
She's not going to want to do it, is she?
So I met with that expert at Duke today, and she also said that there's nothing that they can do.
That is one doctor's opinion.
You're dying, Mom, and we're out of options, which is why I gave my blood to a cancer patient.
Oh, here we go, after
He was
effects.
dying, and my blood healed him. But I am not ready to lose you now. We're supposed to argue about flower arrangements for my wedding. I want all of that, and I know that that's selfish, but that's the truth. I want them too.
She's technically, I mean, she's not killing her, but she's accelerating it. Oh. No, man, I'm going to feel well bad in Caroline.
Everything's gonna be okay.
Do you know what, right? One question I actually have got is, he died, this guy has died with her vampire blood in his system. So, is there a chance that he's going to come back and possibly, you know, start the transition phase? Because, yeah, okay, we've been told that the vampire blood doesn't cure cancer, but then she's given it this guy and actually done something. It had a good effect on him for, let's say, 12 hours. Good effect for 12 hours. And then it negatively impacted him. It, like, accelerated the spread of it, and it literally accelerated his death. But the fact is, factually, the blood is in his system. We've seen it. It had an impact, and obviously, it's not gonna gone away. So if he dies, is he gonna get to transition over? This will be fascinating. Now I'm gonna be absolutely devastated if Sheriff dies, because if she dies from Caroline giving her the blood and it accelerates, then she is never gonna be able to live that down. And I'm not gonna blame Caroline at all, right? Because she thinks that it's the best way. She's laid out everything on the line there, what she wants in her life and what's her mum to do. She's took medical advice, she's gone to see, and then she's done a test and it worked in her eyes. This is the best, most viable option. Instead of sitting around waiting for it to attack you, let's go full steam ahead and have a go. I can't blame her. I hope it has a, you know, it could change in different people. Let's hope it has a positive effect, because I'd be absolutely gutted if she dies. That's going to wrap up today's video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it. We got some few interesting things that was played out in this episode. And I can't wait to see the after effects of all the actions that took place. You know, sometimes you get a little bit of action and good information build. I feel like this was a good information build up, so to speak, of things to come. So we had the sheriff, as we just discussed then. Is she going to die next episode? Because we see with this guy, he took Caroline's blood. It worked. He was all singing, all dancing. He was going up, getting chocolate. He's buzzing, running around. Next minute, when he goes to bed, it's accelerated. It's affected him negatively. The guy's crawling out, coughing up blood. He's dying. And like I did pose a question then, even though Caroline's blood's in his system, will he go into a transition phase or is he gone? That's one thing that happened. The other thing is that Stefan went to go and see the Salvatore. You know, he went on the trip with Caroline and he went to visit her, see how she's doing. She seems pretty good. Her artwork on the wall does look decent. And who was there sneaking around? Enzo. You know, he was saying like he had to find out what Stefan's been doing, sneaking around, keeping a secret from Damon for 18 years, you know. He wanted to find out himself. Stefan's put him through a bit of pain. He wants to know what he can do to put Stefan now through some pain. He said to Stefan, do you know what? It's not really a good secret. I can't bother with it. See you later. And just bounced. Well, I told you he'd be coming back. I said, mate, he's coming back. Literally, when Stefan left, he snuck back round the back. He's gone in. Told an interesting story to the woman who works there about how he's getting to the position that he's in and the best way to get back at somebody. They say it was patience, literally. I think it is as well. You got to do it when they don't expect it, when they least expect it. Sit there, waiting in the wings, or manipulate things here and there, drop little hints in, like he's done. He's bought the paintings, or he's compelled her to give him, unlucky for them. But he's going to take them. I'm assuming that he's just going to put them up in Damon's house, just bash him around everywhere. He's got a name on it. It obviously doesn't say Salvatore. But then he's possibly going to start dropping hints in here and there about different situations. So Enzo, he's interesting me because he is doing dickish things. I've got to admit, he is being a bit of a dick. But I do like Enzo, and I'm interested to see what his end game is. You know, we know that he's trying to get after Stefan. But does he want to kill Stefan, or does he just want to cause a rift between him and Damon? Does he want to win Caroline? You know, he was saying that no matter what happens, Stefan still gets the girl. That's kind of what he said to Matt. So that's interesting, their storyline. We've got Kai and Joe. You know, she's not very good at magic, let's be honest, but she's new. So, you know, I can't really blame her. She's literally not very good, but she did successfully put a cloaking spell over Damon. Managed to walk him all the way through the school, find ELENA, untie her, bring her out. She tried to cloak 2 people and herself. It got too much. She started bleeding, like we seen with Bonnie when she was trying to do a too powerful spell, and it didn't work. Kai seen him. He started throwing the cloaking spell. It's interesting. We're just throwing these cloaking spells around now, but it's making it well good. It's just introducing it makes the witches look absolutely dominant. It's like, come get me, boom, gone, I'm over there in the room, boom, gone, I'm back over here, you know, like, literally. It's like when you see in films when people actually do that, and then you've got to just, like, close your eyes and then guess where they're going to go and, you know, like, grab them unexpectedly. So I love the fact that he stood there, he cloaked ELENA, he was like, hey, boom, Damon through the woods, stabbed her right in the heart. He's like, oh, that's not actually me. That's a good thing about cloaking. And then just revealed her. Interesting. ELENA was on the floor. It looked like she was dying anyway. She was putting on a good display. I was like, there's no way she's dying in a random episode like this. No way. And then she was teasing that there's a bit of wood stuck in her heart. Damon's shitting it. He's like trying to get it out. No, I get it out. She's like, is there anything that you'd like to say to me? You know, it's going to be. And then she was like, started laughing, joking. And I was like, mate, you had me on strings and ELENA. She did, man. I was thinking there's no way they're going to die in a random episode. But then again, like, you never actually know. She could start suffering now and then ripple effect, you know. She's still in it. And then 3 episodes down, when we get like a big memory flashback episode, she'll die then. So this show, man, it does get you sometimes. You never know what's going to happen. And Kai, he's still going after Joe. He thinks that he could have done the merging spell after, because he's been doing tests, hasn't he? He's been doing tests here and there. At first he was saying, you know, he blew the guy up in the Mystic Grill, and now he needs to learn himself. Do some tests on ELENA before they do the merger, because if he kills Joe, then he's not going to be ruling. Another thing that was interesting is when he was doing the spells on ELENA, that he's melted a ring, so she doesn't have a daylight ring now. Unless Liv and Luke can actually do it, I don't know. It seems to be that Luke's quite strong, to be honest, because Liv was saying, look, I always thought it was equals, but if we was going to go against each other, you would win. I don't want to die, and I'm really scared. And do you know what? I like it. People telling their emotions, I do enjoy it. Tell me you're scared, tell me you're happy, tell me you're sad. You know, literally tell me your anger. That is what I want to see. I don't want people hiding it. I want to see it expressed. And the result of that is that Luke has gone to his coven. He's told his dad, mate, we're not going through with this spell. We're not doing a merger. Stick it up your ass, mate. I'm saving my sister. Let's go. Obviously, ripple effects on that as well. The coven's going to come after them later. The coven's going to come after... Do you know what? It'd be interesting, actually, if we get later down the line, we get the coven coming after Liv, Luke. Well, actually, all of them. Because they want somebody to be the leader. Well, they want them two to be the leader, but then Kai wants to be the leader, so he wants to take out Joe. So it could be like all four of them against all of the coven, which I think would be a good twist, to be honest. We don't even know who this coven is. We just know that we've seen the dad, and he's a bit of a savage, willing to kill his own children. So, I mean, they're crazy as well, aren't they? But yeah, the main thing to take out of this episode is let's hope that the sheriff doesn't die from anything that Caroline does, because it would absolutely devastate me. It would crush her, and I don't know how she would recover. But what I did enjoy is Stefan showing her a little bit of affection. He's been doing nice things to her, been doing nice things for her mum, and he grabbed the hand and he was just holding it and he gave her a smile, and I was like, yes, you know, it wasn't too much, it wasn't too forced, it was just showing, look, I'm here. And I did enjoy that. So let's hope that Caroline and Stefan can keep progressing in the forthcoming episodes. But it does scare me that her mum may possibly die and halt that storyline. So that is where we currently are. If you guys did enjoy today's episode, please smash a like and a button. It really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new. Thank you for clicking on my video. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.